NutriSphere has done a lot of things for us so far this year. What we're seeing right now, we've had approximately 2 weeks of nothing but wet weather. And you can drive around and see all the fields that basically are losing their nitrogen. And the ones that have the NutriSphere on it are so much darker. You can see the plant is absorbing it better. It's not gone, it's still there. It's just more readily available when the plant wants it. Right now we're looking at some waist-high corn behind me here, and today's June 16th, and you can see it's holding because the plant looks great. It's got a great color, and we've got some other products out there that we've used, and I can definitely see the difference right now of how they're starting to leach, and they have leached with this 2 weeks of wet weather. NutriSphere has helped me a lot because we just can't cover our land in the amount of time that it takes to get it worked up. It's so easy for me to call the co-op and have the product spread out there, and then not have to worry about it, because I've got enough to worry about the way it is, and it's hard to be planting corn, planting soybeans, or whatever, and have to worry about getting that product out there and when I'm going to do it. And this way it looks like we can take the NutriSphere and lay it out there early in the year or later, right when we're planting. It doesn't matter, because the NutriSphere will hold so much better, and it's proving it right now that it's holding it the way the corn looks. And it's so easily available for the plant, and we know it's not going anyplace. The plant's pulling it in, and the weather and the sun aren't taking it away because of what NutriSphere will do for the corn. I can see right now it's done a great job on everything, and it's one of those things that our costs in the corn crop right now are every year they increase, and very rarely do they decrease for our inputs. And our inputs are so important to make that dollar at the end of the year, which we're after our bushels. And I know right now that that's going to help that, because if the nitrogen can hang on longer, everybody knows that this plant needs it longer and slowly through the summer. It can't get it all in one shot, and because it seems to go, and especially when you get wet weather. Where the NutriSphere is basically just helping it hang on longer, and it's great as far as you put your investment into the nitrogen. Any nitrogen product that you use, it's going to hold itself longer in the ground, and the investment you make in it is so minimal for what it does to hold that nitrogen longer through the season, and that's what we're all after. And I mean, if you can hold your nitrogen longer, the longer you can keep that corn in that dark color, everybody knows that that's where your yield is, because that plant asks for a lot of nitrogen between, like I say, the corn behind us right now waist high, until it hits shoulder high. It's going to use up an awful lot of nitrogen. And if it can take it in slowly instead of hitting it hard when the corn plant is young, you know, it's gonna take it in slow enough that it's gonna use it all. Plus the cost of what you're using it for, you know, and you feel better right now looking at the corn here. You can see that it's doing a so much better job than the stuff we've used in the past. It's just holding it, and it's using it. It's not gone. It's still there. And where on some of our acres we didn't use NutriSphere, it's leaching. It's going right now, and we're going to have to do something about those acres. In fact, we're probably going to use a urea product with NutriSphere with it over the top right now on some of the bigger corn that we can't get through. Now NutriSphere, the one thing when I drive around and look at all my crops right now, and I see the different cornfields where we've treated them all differently, I can see without a doubt the NutriSphere is protecting every dollar that I've put in my nitrogen right now. And I know if you talk to any farmer in our township, they'll all tell you the same thing. We lay this product out there, we get a heavy rain, and it's gone. Where NutriSphere, you lay it out there, and you know right now it's proving that it's holding on. And that's exactly what we want, because with our cost per acre, everything's so tight with the overall. This is almost like buying an insurance policy, because right now we've laid the product out there and we know it's there, it's working, it's proving itself. And that's, you know, you can't ask for anything better than that right now. And I feel comfortable on every acre I've laid it down on. I know my outcome, the way the corn looks right now, on all the NutriSphere acres is going to be better. There's just no doubt. I mean, the corn looks so much better with NutriSphere on it, and I know why. It's because with all the bad weather we get, we'll get a 3-inch rain one week, and then we'll go through 3 weeks of hot, dry weather, and I mean, that plant takes a lot of stress, and if that product in NutriSphere can hold our nitrogen longer, it's worth so much, because the plant's going to ask for it in July and in August, you know, and I can see it's going to be there well past some of these other products that we've used in the past, where NutriSphere it's just holding it, period. I mean, there's no question right now.